so happy to be sharing my first video in English that I can share now with so many more of you. And I wanted to dedicate this to the beloved belly, as I know it is connecting those two words together is for so many of us not how we relate to that middle part of our body. And for sure, as a woman myself, connecting with so many women, and also women who have had pregnancies and their body has just beautifully grown and then changed, and how we unconsciously connect and relate to that part of our body can be so negative. And when I've thought about it, I realized that every single human being begins their growth in life in the belly. So it is a really profound and sacred part of us. And why we have not grown up connected, awake, alert to this part of our body, and also really taught how to breathe from there, and also be able to experience ourselves deep down in this part of our bodies. It's the place of the deepest, profound, enriching, expansive, nurturing breath. And when we breathe in that way, it completely shifts and transforms the way that we experience inside our bodies, and therefore relating to the external. And that's so amazing when you think about it. Truly, like, I can change my physiological state just by the way that I breathe. Just by the way that I breathe. It changes the whole way that I feel. And once we really start to anchor into that and then get a bit hooked, it's a good hooking. It's a good one because it is so healthy. It is literally feeding the body, I believe, the highest level of medicine. And it doesn't cost anything. You don't need to buy it. You don't need to look for it, understand it. It's just in you. And so this video is really truly, I hope I'll try just to explain the simplest way of beginning to know and relate and familiarize yourselves with this really important and powerful part that exists within you. And I love to call it the beloved belly. So a good way to maybe begin this relationship is to take a moment to just like observe, how do you relate to this part of your body? And think back, like, is it a part of your body that you tense up, or that you pull in, or that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you change it, like putting in your tummy. And let's do it. Place our hands on our beloved bellies. Maybe it's not beloved for you at the moment, but just place it on your belly and close your eyes if you're able to. So just make that transition, that shift. And then when you take that first inhalation, try inhaling through your nostrils. And then open your mouth and exhale. Slightly exaggerated. So open your mouth wide and see how long you can exhale for. And then do it again. Take a deep inhalation through the nostrils. And then open your mouth and exhale and lengthen it. And feel the warmth of your hands on your belly. And with every breath, feel yourself internalize, like as your breath comes in, also your focus, your awareness comes in, and let it move down as you inhale, like the oxygen coming in and moving down, and see breath after breath if it can reach down as far as possible. As far as possible, until you might just start to feel much more present in this part of your body, deep down into your body. You can't force this, so there's no hurry. You just take your time, and like with anything, to familiarize ourselves and get better at anything, we have to practice it over and over and over. And with my law of life, philosophy to living is, you plant the seeds and you do it. You plant the seeds, which is doing the practice. And it's just every day, just a little bit of water. Just go and take your watering can, and that's doing the practice. And it can be for a very short time, but it has to be every single day. The awareness, the presence, the intention. So possibly maybe just up until here, if you can maybe start to do this practice every single day. It's just closing your eyes, placing your hands on your lower belly, and slowing down your breath. Connecting the awareness of, as you breathe, to this lower belly. That your breath reaches your lower belly. And that might be enough for you. And keep doing it until you actually start to notice more. And you can start to practice then inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling through the nostrils. So you're only breathing through your nostrils. And as you start to get better at this and more able, what you are able to do is really lengthen and deepen your breath. So your lung capacity grows. You actually can trust to explore in how long you can exhale for. And what you want to try and get is your exhalation slightly longer than your inhalation. So that exploring, internal exploring, you can kind of get lost in it and just see how long your inhalation and how long your exhalation can go for. And the beauty of our breath is that it brings us such tranquility when we breathe in this way. Not only is the feeling of it, it's the sound of it, the sweetness. It can almost sound like ocean waves sometimes. And we open ourselves up to just how much our breath, not only giving us life, but when we breathe right, it makes us feel alive. And that's the huge difference of just being alive and feeling alive. So that is with the awareness of our breathing and breathing well. I believe breathing well brings us well-being. So to be able to start to connect down here, to start to breathe down here, and doing it over and over. Take those sacred pauses in the day, just close your eyes, hands on your belly, breath right down here. Possibly could start to shift and change also the way you relate to that middle part of your body. And if anything, it helps us when we accept ourselves for how we are in this moment physically, for how we are physically. And if we want to shift anything in life to make us better or healthier, it is so wonderful to do it from this place of real acceptance, and this place of it's like self-love. I love myself, I accept myself, and I want to be healthier. So it's a very different way of beginning to shift something, beginning to do something. So I believe this to be a sacred, profound, and it's really important practice to do every day. Just connect right down. If you have had pregnancies, if you do have children that are now outside and running around or older, how amazing as well to connect with the place that they grew inside. How sacred is that? And connecting with that essence, connecting with that wonder, connecting with that mystery is incredibly powerful. And it also highes our vibration levels. So whatever then we go on to do after just really experiencing ourselves in that expansive vibration, it will have a positive effect for sure. So beloved bellies, please may more of us have that possibility to care for that middle part of our body, to be able and know how to breathe right deep down here, and let that anchor of trust begin to deepen and deepen and deepen. It really, really helps. From me to you, thank you so much for being here, for listening, for sharing, and I'll see you the next time.